Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Musey's Modern Dreadfuls. And today I have the honor, the privilege of presenting you with another true story. But you know me, I like to keep hydrated. So let's do our little story time ritual. Grab yourself beverages, someone or something to cuddle with. Relax, get comfy, stay comfy, and get ready as I sip in your ear. I try not to do that. I will try not to. You'll hear something, but I got to lubricate those vocal cords so I don't wind up coughing up a lung halfway through. So give me a second. And in the meantime, you could be running around collecting your stuff for our short but sweet story time. All links will be in the description below. And while you're down there, why don't you go ahead and leave me a comment? Tell me how you felt about this true story and how you think things unfolded the way they did. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Here, let me take a sip real fast. Okay. Nothing like some homemade iced tea on a day like today where it says it's 85, but it feels like it's, 2005. Not the year, but the degree. Well, not that I would ever know because I would be dead. But anyway, so today's story is a true story, as I said, and it's called No One Believes Me. And like I promised you, all links down below in description and in 5, 4, 3, 2. Have you remembered to subscribe, hit like, and share, and leave me a comment? Because I'd love it if you did that. You'd love it too. I think we'd find a way to love it. One, no one believes. I remember when I was around the age of 4, my family and I lived in a small apartment complex, and we lived on the 4th floor, which was actually pretty high. The apartment was full of people that had a lot of problems, such as drug addicts and people known for doing what would be considered low-life criminal type activity. There were no other kids in the units at all, so I mainly spent my time playing with my toys. One night, after my mother turned off the lights for bedtime, the whole family went to sleep. I, myself, woke up in the middle of the night, around, 2 a.m.? Anyway, I was pretty thirsty, so I was going to grab a cup of water from the kitchen real fast. No biggie. But as I was pulling off my blankets, I heard noises. Noises coming from the other side of our apartment. Now, being a stupid little kid / toddler, I didn't think anything of it. So I got up and walked out of my bedroom. The moon was lighting up the room through the open sliding door to the veranda. But then I came to the terrifying realization that the sliding door was supposed to be closed. I knew this for a fact because I was the one who closed it before bed and made sure it was locked. But at that moment, I heard those noises again, and they were coming from the kitchen. I put 2 and 2 together and realized that someone was in our home. I tried tiptoeing to my parents' bedroom, but I looked behind me, and what I saw scared the ever-loving crud out of me. It was a man in costume. He looked at me and grabbed me. He was pulling my hair and putting his hand on my mouth, but I broke out of his grip and ran into my mother's bedroom. I was too scared to say anything. The next morning, I told my mother everything, but she told me it was all just a wild nightmare. I tried to tell my dad, but he said the exact same thing. Only I know what happened, but no one believes me. I will never forget the sack he wore over his head. And the thing that still bothers me is, how did he manage to get to that high 4th floor? The door was locked, and so were the windows. So did he climb the entire building? And if he did, why me? My true story. I guess I should end it with, "Hey, creepy sack face man, let's not meet ever again." And with that, we have "No one believes me," or "No one believes." Either anyway, the all the info will be in the links below. And be sure to hit sub, hit thumbs up, hit thumbs down. What do you think? How do you think the guy got up there? I don't know. Tell me that. Or do you think he had been there? Was it I don't know, a family member playing a prank? You know what's weird? I guess the mom and dad, they didn't go into this when they wrote the story. But it sounds like the mom and dad sleep separate from each other. So maybe it was just the protagonist of the story and the mother living together at the time. I don't know. Everybody in my house feels safer when their dad, also known as my husband, is around, but he rarely is because he travels a lot. I used to travel a lot with all my acting, but man, he is blowing the last 3 years because my agency is shuttered and they're in San Francisco. Still looking for a new rep. But anyway, I used to travel all the time. And now the male, the one that makes you feel safe, he's not always here. So I know my girls will come crawling to bed with me if there's a spider, a moth, or whatever. But, home is where you're supposed to feel safe. And it's just creepy to know that at any time, somebody with a sack on their head could swoop you up and take you off, and nobody would know what the F happened. So, you keep yourself and your loved ones safe, and you have a fabulous day. And we post twice weekly, so don't forget to turn on that bell, because until we get everything back to normal, the team is all ready, and I'm all ready, and there's nothing preventing anyone from getting you these videos. you kind of need to rely on the bell informing you, because I don't have set days again yet, but they will be here soon. Until then, my friends, thank you for stopping by. You know we love to entertain you. Please leave a comment below, subscribe, hit like. I don't know, pay all my bills for me. Actually, I'm not monetized, but share me with any friends who might enjoy this sort of story, or if they enjoy real life kind of, well, freaky. I mean, yeah, you'd be freaked out if you're in this situation. I tend to stick to, suspense, sci-fi, that sort of thing. But occasionally I'll get a really frightening story and I'll share it with you anyway. If it isn't just like gratuitous cussing and crazy, crazy grammar that would take me more hours to fix than it would to perform. So anyway, mild adjustments sometimes are necessary, but I try to leave everything alone as much as possible. So feel free to contact me if you have a story you'd like me to share. In the meantime, have a great day, and I will see you back at Museys Modern Dreadfuls. Bye now, everyone.